So welcome everyone, welcome to another episode of my vlog. And in this vlog I'm gonna tell you about a special thing about this Himalayan 450, and that is the most crucial thing in this kind of high cc bike as per my opinion. That is the mileage. And as you can see in my bike, surprisingly I'm getting 37.6 kilometer per liter of mileage for a 53.9 kilometer of a stretch. So in this video I'm gonna tell you that how I am getting this kind of a mileage in Himalayan 450 and how you guys can achieve this kind of mileage. See, obviously this bike is a high cc bike, a 450cc bike, and this bike is not gonna about the daily commuting or getting the maximum mileage. But in today's video I'm gonna talk about how you can achieve the maximum mileage while you are riding or touring for a long ride. So as you know, today I'm gonna ride around 120 kilometer, and within that kilometer I'm gonna ride in performance mode and eco mode. So currently I'm in the performance mode, and surprisingly I'm getting 37.7 kilometer per liter of mileage in the performance mode. So just think, if I put my bike in an eco mode, then how much of mileage I'm gonna get. Because usually what happen is with Himalayan 450 we got maximum mileage, a greater mileage with the eco mode than the performance mode. Even in my previous videos, you can see that I'm getting greater mileage with the eco mode. Let's talk about how I am getting this kind of mileage and how you guys gonna get this kind of mileage. So first of all, as I'm riding in the evening time, so visibility is not that much. I'm not getting over 70 to 80 kilometer per hour speed, one of the reason. And next, I just entered to NH2, and before that I was in a state highway. So even in the state highway, evening time or in the night time, you cannot ride above 70 kilometer per hour speed. So as I was in the state highway and I was riding my bike, so I have ridden around 56 kilometer in the state highway, and so that's how I am getting 38 kilometer per liter of mileage. So now let's talk about how I am getting this kind of mileage. So you have to ride nimble. Even in the performance mode, I was in an average speed of within 40 to 60 kilometer per hour speed. As you can see right now, I'm in a fifth gear and 52 kilometer per hour of speed. And if I check, my fuel consumption right now is 60 kilometers. So that's how within average, when the bike is calculating average speed and average kilometer per liter of mileage, so that's how it is calculating the current mileage. So anyways, that's how you're gonna get maximum mileage. And obviously the maximum mileage is related to the top speed and obviously the fuel consumption. So if you ride within a specific RPM, in between 3000 to 4000 RPM, you are gonna get the maximum mileage. Even most of the bike in the market, whatever brand it is, you're gonna get maximum mileage within 3000 to 4000 RPM. Most of the bike, all the bikes have their economic speed zone or economic mileage zone, which is written on the owner's manual as well. So you can check your bike's owner's manual, and also you can ride within 60-70 kilometer per hour of speed. I know some guys will tell me that okay, you're riding Himalayan 450 and you're riding within 70 kilometer per hour of speed. What is the point? I know, because this is a 450cc bike, and we are gonna ride our bike even 90, 100, above 100 kilometer per hour. But as per the current situation, in the night the visibility is not that much. This is a monsoon season, and some patches of the roads are really wet and the visibility is not that much. So even for office commuters who ride their bike ride their bike for office purpose, and even in the highway they have to ride every day 30-40 kilometer. So for that purpose you can get the maximum mileage using this technique if you ride within 3000 to 4000 RPM, and within fourth gear or fifth gear. Because as you can see in the Himalayan 450 owner's manual, it is already written that up to 5th gear the gear ratio is 1:1. Whenever you are going to 6th gear, the gear ratio will be 1:0.9 something. Your fuel consumption could be higher side and your mileage will be on the lower side. So try to ride within 5th gear. So the 6th gear is there for, I mean, to get the maximum speed from this bike. And if you are going to achieve the maximum mileage with this bike, you have to ride within 5th gear and within 70 km/h of speed. So even you can track your like riding style by yourself by putting it into the fuel consumption window, where you can see the current fuel consumption. And one more thing, right now I'm getting 64, 60, around average I can say 60 km/L of mileage. But also I have to mention one thing, as per my personal experience, that here it is showing mileage of 38 km/L, but in a practical scenario the mileage is not that much. I mean, every time I refuel the tank and I calculate the mileage, I'm getting practically 3 to 4 km less than whatever it is showing over the digital console. So if you ride your bike very gently, you pull the throttle very gently, then you are gonna get this kind of mileage. So as I'm touring, so there is no point to rush my bike. And if this is gonna a morning or the daytime, I'm gonna obviously ride above 90 km/h of speed. So in that case, obviously I'm going to get less mileage. But if you want to achieve maximum mileage, you have to ride this way. Although this is a fun bike, this is an adventure bike, we supposed to ride it to get most adventure, most fun of it. But anyways, we all have our own riding style, and according to that, and we all have our own requirement and choice as well. So if you want to ride as a fun bike, you are always welcome. And even if you want to, oh great, the light is there. So anyways, so if you want to ride your bike within 70 km/h of speed, you are going to achieve this kind of mileage. And if you want to ride your bike above 90 or 100 km/h, you're going to achieve a less mileage, but it's okay. And obviously one more thing, that's I'm getting this kind of mileage because I'm riding in the highway. I'm not gonna get this kind of mileage in the local city, because I have made so many videos regarding the mileage even in the city and the highway. So I will put that link on the comment section. You can check that even in the city I'm getting less mileage, around 25, somewhere 20 to 25 km per liter of mileage. And this is gonna be tough because there are so many traffic. So anyways, that's it for today. So if you want to know anything special about this mileage, just put your query in the comment section. I will try to answer each and every comment. So that's it for today. See you in the next video, guys. Tab tak ke liye tata, bye bye, good night, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.